review time. I have just been to see Cruella, so I thought I'd share my thoughts, because it's what I do, innit? Watch films, talk about them. I'm going to start by saying I really liked it. Like, I really, really liked it. It's not perfect, but by God, it's enjoyable. In case you don't know, this is an origin story for classic Disney villain Cruella de Vil, she of Dalmatian puppy loving fame. I mean, I say she loves them, she wants to make them into a coat. So the character first appeared in the animated film 101 Dalmatians, which I think was 1961 or thereabouts. There was a live action film in the mid-90s starring Glenn Close as Cruella. But this is a completely different twist on it. This is set in the 60s and 70s, and this is Cruella as a child, or Estella as she's known, played for the most part by Emma Stone. We see Estella as a child, but quite early on morphs into the wonderful and very talented Emma Stone. I love Emma Stone. Like, I love Emma Stone. There are so many ways, so many reasons why I love Emma Stone. I think she's a great actress. I think she's very funny. She always comes across as a thoroughly wonderful and likeable human. I think she's absolutely beautiful. I just have the biggest crush on her. And she's absolutely perfect here. Her British accent is just perfect. And she plays such a great part, the dual roles of Estella and Cruella, and you can distinguish the two not just by the hair colour, but just by this, they're like two different people living inside one body, and she does that so well. The villain of the piece really isn't Cruella, it's the Baroness, played by Emma Thompson, who was having all the fun. She says, bring me some scenery and allow me to chew on it, please. She is so good. So I think parallels have been drawn between this and The Devil Wears Prada, which would make Emma Thompson the Meryl Streep role, and then the Anne Hathaway role is Emma Stone. It's not quite the same dynamic, but there are definitely parallels. So Estella wants to be a fashion designer. She manages to get in at the House of Baroness, but then there's a whole other thing going on with history and the past and twists and turns, which I didn't actually see coming, so props to them for that. Other cast members include the excellent Mark Strong, who is always going to be the voice of COVID-19 ads to me now, even though he's a very accomplished actor and he's very good here. And then Horace and Jasper, Estella's friends / sidekicks, are played superbly by Paul Walter Hauser and Joel Fry. Paul Walter Hauser's Cockney accent is questionable, however I decided not to care because I really like Paul Walter Hauser. I just think he's great, and he was also in I, Tonya, which was directed by Craig Gillespie, as was this. So as soon as I heard the Cockney accent, I went, okay, it's ropey, but he's lovable, and I'm just going to go with it. Joel Fry, I know from the first few series of Trolleyed, in which he was superb. So they're very good. It's really slick. Oh God, it looks so good, man. And the soundtrack is phenomenal. The costumes and the designs, particularly the Cruella pieces, when it's like, when she's making all the headlines and you just keep seeing her in these iconic images, and you literally see these outfits for seconds, and the time it must have taken to make them, and like, they're just jaw-dropping. And like I say, Emma Stone's having so much fun, Emma Thompson's having just as much fun. They're just trying to like out-villain, out-bitch each other, which is really fun to watch. It's too long. I checked the runtime is about 2:14. They could have chopped half an hour out of it somewhere, but I was totally into it. Like, I was gripped. I was completely compelled by the story. Like I say, it looks beautiful, incredible soundtrack, really great sort of feisty, biting dialogue, and just, it's really, really good fun. How much it'll appeal to actual 12-13-year-old girls, I don't know, but as a 39-year-old woman, I was there for it, man. Loved it, really enjoyed it. Good stuff. I could watch Emma Stone in anything, literally anything. I wholeheartedly encourage you to go and watch this. It is great fun. I'm back here a bit later on. I'm going to see A Quiet Place Part 2, which will be a very different experience, and I will share my thoughts with that after I've seen it. With it? On it. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Okay, Katie out.